stay up past your bedtime. Space is proud to sponsor the Midnight Madness program at the 2011 Toronto International Film Festival. At the witching hour, get your fill of shocking and rocking movies. The Midnight Madness program at the Toronto International Film Festival, September 8th to 18th. Brought to you by Space.
And right around this time of the festival, people are probably getting sleepy, right? How many films have you seen? Well, one of the criteria when I'm selecting films is I know you guys have seen a lot of films during the day, and this is your last stop. So it's my mission to somehow wake you up and keep your attention. And maybe you're lucky. Maybe in this film. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the next 100 minutes? But when I was doing the selections in the summer, watching films, trying to find the good ones, yes, it sounds like a great film, like a great job. I watch films all the time. I watch bad films all the time, okay? And I was at this point in the summer, I was like getting really restless. The stuff I was seeing, I saved you guys from a lot of bad films, trust me. And then I put this in the DVD player, and I got so excited by this one. And it totally fits in, because you guys are here late at night. The film's called Sleepless Night. And then go figure, the title in French is Nuit Blanche. And I'm really excited to introduce to you the director of this new action crime film, Frédéric Jardin. I didn't expect this. I was completely floored because we were able to get the actor from the film. Maybe you've seen him in his other film, Largo Winch, Donner Sisley.
Oh, Colin, you're such a rock star. Hi, everybody.
It's great to be there. I've not too much things to say before the film. Maybe we can talk after the film, if you like the film. But
yeah, you guys don't know. Nobody knows anything about this movie, right? No. All right. No, I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, you already know that the girl dies after half an hour. Oh, you didn't know that? Hey man, I'm really, really happy to be here, and I hope you enjoy this movie as much as we enjoyed doing it. And we'll be here right after the movie. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer. All right?
Yeah. Voilà. Enjoy the film.
Enjoy the movie!
Thanks.
I'd like to really introduce to you the director of Sleepless Night, Frédéric Jardin, and our hero, Donner Sisley. He didn't spoil it after all. So first I want to ask you, this is actually the first kind of action and crime film, and you co-wrote it with the screenwriter. How did you come up with the idea to do this film? Because it's a departure from what you had done before.
L'idée c'était de faire un film sur la paternité.
He thinks the question is really
mais en mouvement. Un film sur la paternité en mouvement.
And he really doesn't give a fuck about the answer.
Are you a father? Did you write this for your son?
Yeah, I have a son. He's 12 years old. And I wanted to talk about filiation. Is it filiation? Filiation?
Paternity.
Paternity. But in action. That was the beginning of my inspiration when we start to write the script. And je voulais une histoire avec un mauvais père, not a very good father at the beginning.
You wanted a story with a bad father. No, it's true. No, this time I'm not joking.
Qui devient progressivement un héros aux yeux de son fils.
Becomes a hero in the eyes of his son.
Et son fils devient un adulte.
And his son becomes an adult.
Et tout ça en quelques heures.
And all this in a few hours.
En une nuit.
In one night.
Nuit blanche.
And how did you come across casting this man as our hero?
Because Tom is probably in France the only actor who can be, how do you say that? He can be, he has emotion in action. When he's running and when he's moving, there's emotion all the time. Il dégage une émotion en bougeant. Et voilà, c'est quelque chose de très rare, je trouve. He can translate it. No, I think everybody has understood what I'm saying.
And how did you prepare for this role? I mean, Largo Winch was and Burma Conspiracy, the two Largo Winch films, are action films. You went through a lot in this film. How do you prepare for this role?
You mean physically? Look, the shooting of Sleepless Night came 2 weeks after we finished shooting Largo Winch 2. So physically I was really in shape. That was not the problem. Concerning the part, somebody asked me a question just before we started, just before the screening. Somebody asked me how I prepared for, the cop thing, like acting-wise. And in fact, the answer is that there was really no preparation to do, because it's really mainly the story of just any human being. I think anyone would react the way he reacts if your son gets kidnapped. So it's just a very natural thing. You don't really have to prepare to that. You just have to believe that, And we were shooting. The circumstances in which we shot this movie really helped a lot to believe the imaginary situation, because we shot all of this in a real location. It really looked like a nightclub, and it was really packed with people, and so everything, everything helped to just believe the situation. That's all I had to do. He did the rest.
And did you shoot the film in sequence?
Sequence? You mean in order?
Yes.
No, it was completely at the beginning and the end of the beginning of the shooting, and it was on 3 different countries: Luxembourg, France, Belgium. So the kitchen is in Luxembourg, and then the restaurant is in Belgium, and then the dance floor is in France. I mean, it was a kind of puzzle.
Yes,
it was very, very complicated.
It's like you open a door in Belgium, you cross the door, and suddenly you're in Luxembourg.
That was because of the co-production, of course.
And your director of photography is actually Tom Stern, who is Clint Eastwood's photography director of photography. How did you get him involved, and why?
At the beginning, I wanted to do the film in black and white, because in the discotheque we know all the colors. It's red or green, it's boring. But my producer was not agree with this. So,
by the way, the producer's here, Mark.
And also, the producer did a fabulous French prison film, A Prophet. So, tremendous film.
So I told him that I wanted a picture like $1 Million Baby, because in $1 Million Baby, it's the color of it seems to be in black and white. The black are very black, and the people sometimes are in very dark, des endroits sombres. How do you say that? Des endroits dans des lieux, il n'a pas peur de. C'est très contraste.
Yeah, he wanted a lot of contrast, you know.
And Tom Stern is
the black would be really black, the white really white. You know.
So we sent him the script, and he loved the script, and I met him several times, and we had a great great words. On s'est très bien entendu. On s'est très bien entendu, comment tu dis?
Ouais, on s'est très bien entendu.
Oui, tu sais.
Somebody?
Voilà.
Yeah,
voilà.
We understood.
Exactly.
We came along very well.
And I think he was interested at the idea of making a French small film. That was interesting for him also, I think.
Was the boy a professional actor? How did you find him? And what was your relationship like shooting?
He actually is a professional. I mean, he was in a. I saw him in a comedy before, which was a big success in France. The name is Neuilly sa mère, a very different kind of film, and he was great in it. And he had a little experience, professional experience, yes. And I chose him also because of the physique. There seems to be father and boy, of course. But the relationship, yeah.
Yeah, as for there was something interesting happening on set, because you know when you shoot a movie and when you work every day with an actor, you tend to become friends very fast. You know, you develop a special relationship pretty fast. And the thing was that he was 16 years old, and I don't know if you remember how you guys were when you were 16 years old. You were assholes. Right? We all were assholes when we were 16 years old. You know, always trying to test people, you know, and test the manhood in everybody, and you know, try to find the limits in your relationship too. And the thing was that I needed. It was important for me not to become friends with him, because our relationship was not friendly. I was a bad father. I was, you know, so I needed that. And there was one, I don't know if you remember that, when we were shooting outside of on the parking lot, you know, where all the cars were. There was one night where he was testing me. He was at some point he pissed me off, and I said, you know, if you do that again, I'll catch you and I'll hit you. And he said, oh yeah? Well, try to catch me. And he started running. And what happened was that I had to catch him. You know, it was important. It was very important in our relationship that I would prove to him that I'm stronger than him. And it took me 25 minutes. Because he ran so fast. He was faster than me, but I had more experience. And in my head I went like, you know, you can run as fast as you want, but I'll never let down. So we kept. Do you remember that thing? You don't remember that. Yeah, well, I remember that very. Anyway, I loved. You know, he's a good actor, and I really love this guy. Yeah.
What was the biggest challenge of shooting the film?
Everything. Because we had 40 days and many shots to do, and the most difficult thing is to find the maximum intensity in le jeu des acteurs, the way the actors plays. Tomer, of course, and the boy, Thomas, but also the drug dealers, Joey Star, everybody. to push them all the time, to push, to be very intense all the time. And that's the major challenge when you are shooting a film. It needs to be very precise, and it needs to have a lot of energy all the time.
By the way, the whole movie, maybe it might interest some people, the whole movie was shot with photo cameras. It was shot with the Canon 5D, the whole thing.
It's a secret.
Thank you very much. Let's hear it.